Welcome to this excerpt from the Recipe Video Game Podcast, episode 307. I am your host, the Red Knight, and I just had to do a video version of the next few headlines on this episode of the podcast because you have to see this game. Texas Chainsaw Massacre by Sumo Digital. I'm a fan of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, so I was already excited for this game. This game just dropped. It's on Game Pass. This match you're seeing right here is the second match I actually played because I played one, was fairly entertaining. I didn't survive, I'll tell you that right now. A couple of my teammates did, and when they got out, I was like, yo, where the exit at? They just left. And yeah, I got caught up, and this is my second match. I said, you know what, let me capture the second match. It might go better, it might not. I ain't going to spoil you how it goes, but yeah, it's a match that you got to see here. And as you can see from this menu, it's the victims versus the family. The families being the aggressors, the killers, and the victims, obviously, they're the victims. You got to escape. You start in the basement, and you got to make your way out of the basement, out of the house, out of the, vicinity, basically, of the exterior of the house. You know what I'm saying? So that is your objective. There's, weapons for you to grab. There's help for you to grab. You're already injured because, obviously, you got taken and you got hung up in the basement by, Leatherface. So you're injured. You're bleeding out the whole time. So you got to find health from the start, basically, to keep you going so that you can move faster. And you got to hide. You got to hide and be careful because there's a lot of killers in the house. As you can see, there's 3 there. But then you got the old man, the grandfather in the wheelchair, which they always threaten you, like, oh, he might get up and and be quiet. Don't wake him and stuff like that. So, yeah, this game, I mean, when I was watching the first reveals of it and seeing it in, game shows and things like that, and seeing footage of it, I was thinking, oh yeah, the graphics ain't all that, you know what I'm saying? But the game could be fun. And I'm gonna be honest, I really do like the graphics because the lighting really saves it. It's super detailed, everything, like you're not struggling to see what's what, and so you got good gameplay, a really fun, and I could tell that this is gonna be a super popular and addictive game just from the few matches I played. But yeah, like they definitely did the damn thing, and the visuals. Even though, like I was saying, when I first saw footage of it, I was thinking, oh, the visuals ain't gonna be all that. Nah, the visuals actually are really, really good, and I've been saying this for years. It's really hard, to make an ugly game in 2023. Shit, we damn near 2024 now. Like, it's really hard to make an ugly game. You have to go out of your way to make a game ugly, I feel. And this game isn't ugly at all. It's actually really good looking, and I'm happy about that. That the overall package. Yeah, I'm trying to just figure things out right here. Like, oh, so you could hide in boxes and things like that, and freezes. And right here, I'm giving myself health just so I'm good, because you're always bleeding out. As you can see, the characters like holding like Hassad. I think every character's like that. But yeah, man, they just made a super fun game right here where you can, you know, make noise in order to drive, the family to you, but you're in a different place. Like, yeah, I made noise over here, ran to the other side so they could come here and I could get past wherever they coming from. Like, things like that actually play out, and you're gonna see in this gameplay, if I remember correctly, it might not be on my end because I don't leave the match. I actually stay and watch. I want to see what happens with the victims. So I see I just hit that right there and that made noise. So now they know we down here somewhere, and I'm clearly being seen. Oh yeah, see, he woke up, man. But like you're gonna see, people. Oh yeah, look, I'm getting chased right now. I'm out. I'm running. You're gonna see people pop up like a horror movie. That's what I want to say. Like, you got to understand, everybody here is a real person. There's no CPUs here, and you'll see situations where, because it's a real person on the other end of that character. Like, take away the fact that, yeah, they're the the family and stuff like that. They supposed to kill you and everything. Like, I already, in the few matches I played, already seen moments like real horror movies where the monster comes out, looks around, and it's like, yo, the person is hiding right there. You take one more step and you would see them, and they don't. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna make human error because these are real humans playing, and I think that's super cool. You know what I mean? And I also think this is one of those games where, it's really gonna show who really, cares about their people on their team. Like, if you find the exit and I say you open it, You could leave, right, and leave the other victims behind. Like, hey, to each their own. You got to figure shit out. Get out of there. Or you can actually say, you know what? I got the exit. I know where it's at. I can get back here, pretty quickly. I feel. Let me go and try to find my other people and lead them, with me to the exit. Like that's something you can also do. So you could choose to play. Look right here. He's right here. Look, look. I'm like, oh shit. I ran. I don't know if he actually saw me, but I'm getting out of here right now. You see, you got these little cracks you could go through. It's scary, dude. Like when this happened, it's scary. So while I talk about this game also, yeah, as you can see, I really do enjoy this game, and you should definitely, give it a shot. I want to talk about the brand new Walking Dead game that was just announced, The Walking Dead Destinies. Now, I'm a huge fan of The Walking Dead. If you listen to this podcast, you know this already. Super hyped for everything that's coming out, like the Daryl show. Watched everything, up till basically Dead City. And so I'm all caught up. Look, this guy's right here in the grass. Like, yo, you got out. You ain't even tell me. But the Walking Dead game is one of those games where, I looked at the footage and I was like, you know, this definitely could look better, right? But then I thought of this game, and I was like, this is a game where I thought the same thing. And then when you see the actual game being played, not a capture, crappy capture from like the developer from who knows what version of the game that they used in order to make the trailer, and then they push that capture through to YouTube, and it was a crappy upload, and that's what everybody watches, and then everybody gets this narrative like, oh yeah, it don't look all that, and it's like, nah, it actually does, because like literally, and I'm not even joking, like uploading trailers to YouTube at 1080p, you're doing yourself dirty. Because they basically now made 1080p videos look mad ugly. So if you're not going 1440p or higher, your videos aren't really going to capture the quality of the game. And that's a lot of errors right now that people are making because they don't know this. That YouTube changed a few things up. So 1080p videos now look like shit. And that's why I don't upload anything at 1080p no more on this channel. Everything's 1440p or 4K. You know what I'm saying? So seeing the game it's all in all its glory, it's like, yeah, I hope that's the same thing with the Walking Dead game. And real quick, look, we trying to get out of here right now. You see, we working together, but real quick, I just want to show off this image. Like, this looks great right here. Like, these are the character models of the game, and I'm like, if we can get that quality in the actual finished product, and it's gonna be seasons 1 through 4, and you're gonna be able to do like what ifs, change up, scenarios of, of the actual TV show, because it's going off the TV show, not the comic. And I found these screenshots that were actually like direct feed, and they look really good. I feel like the game actually looks very much so like this, Chainsaw Massacre game. I think that it has really good lighting. Look at the shadow right there. You see Michonne hiding, and look at the lighting in here too. And you got the iconic "Don't Dead" open inside. You know what I'm saying? Doors. Rick in the hospital. So yeah, I was really impressed with these, and obviously that moment right here where you could do the what if, instead of Rick killing Shane, you could have Shane kill Rick, and then he gives the whole speech about this is not a democracy and all of that good stuff. Yeah, man, I'm excited for this game a whole lot. Like, this is a dream come true scenario. I always talk about, oh, what if this happened in Walking Dead or that happened. So I'm hoping that this game is good, so that we enjoy it, and then it gets sequels, and the sequels could be season 4, 5, 6. Like, once you get to the like lineup, and then changing, oh, like he's chasing me, and you change up the bodies, basically, like who gets killed. Like, oh, you know what, I'm not gonna kill Abraham and Glenn. I'm gonna go for somebody else. Maybe you don't kill Rick early, in season, 2. You go, I actually killed Rick in the lineup or something. Or I killed Carl in the lineup. Anything like that. Like, that'll be crazy. Look, I'm right here, and that the enemy doesn't see me. He's just running, and I'm like, what? I actually try to help my man right here. You know what I'm saying? And I ran up on this guy. I was trying to stab him or something. I'm like, I don't think you can actually kill him, but I hit him. Look, she slapped the shit out of him, like scratched his ears and all that, and then I'm out. I'm running, and it gets so good from here. But yeah, the idea of actually playing, these seasons of The Walking Dead and changing things up, like Walking Dead is I mean, so good for a what if like show. Like, they could have went and be like, yeah, we're gonna get actors back and do what if like shows. They could have did that, Yeah, see, this sucks right here when you close to potentially the exit and you fall and you throw it just to not get killed, and now you back in the basement. I was like, yo, this is hell. Literally, like you gotta understand the anxiety, the fear that's going through you right now, and I love this because you got to. This is a little strategy here. If you let that meter on the side go all the way up, you make noise. If you don't, you won't. And when you get here, you get like screwdrivers and things like that. I think this actually helps you with the enemies when they grab you or when you grab them, like you saw me do a few seconds ago. But yeah, like I could just imagine, like imagine T Dog on the roof in season one, because I'm gonna just talk about season 1 through 4. But see that door made a lot of noise. Imagine T Dog actually not dropping the key and letting Merle out. What would the season have played out like if Merle would have came back to the campsite that night? Would he die when they got swarmed, or would he have survived longer? Would he never meet the governor? Things like that. Like I would like to see those scenarios. Like Walking Dead did a what if actually with Michonne, and they had Michonne be part of Negan's crew instead of part of Rick's crew, and I thought that was really cool. And it showed her in the lineup actually, killing the actual survivors, and that to me always, just made me feel like, damn, yo, imagine the show just like that. Because imagine if Shane survived and things like that. Like, what would it have been like if he was the lead? If Rick would have never actually came back from the hospital and stuff like that. It's good stuff, like all around. So I think it's gonna make for a really, really incredible game if they stick the landing. And from what I'm seeing right now, I'm gonna be optimistic. And what helps me be optimistic is this game right here, Chainsaw. All right, so look, that's the exit right there, right? And I'm like, shit, I got electrocuted. I don't know what to do because I really don't know what to do. This is the first time I'm experiencing this. But I'm like, yellow line, video game trope, let me follow it. So I'm like, I'm gonna shut this down. She starts kicking this thing, and I'm like, yo, is this making noise? From the looks of it, you don't see no red popping up, so it doesn't look like it's making noise. But I was shook right here. I was like, come on, come on, come on. And as you can see, once I, do this, I'm out. Look, screw the pain. I'm running. I'm out of here. And I'm free, the first person free. So now we get to watch, the people on my team. And I was like, yeah, let me see how this goes. And it's pretty cool. Like I was so happy. I was the first one out of here. See, now I'm the bad, you know, victim right here, because I could have went back and got them. They're not even that far away. And been like, yo, I got the exit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. But I didn't do that. Instead, my anxiety, my fear, I was like, yo, I'm out. I'm out of here. I ain't going back for nobody. Listen, man. If this was real life, I listen, you would have to be my child for me to go back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't going back. I made it to the exit. Hell no. Like, hell no. These crazy ass people. So like, this guy's trying to survive, you know, and I'm rooting for him because we all know the horror movie tropes. You already know. So I'm like, man, I hope he survives. And it's cool because you can cycle through the characters right here, and I'm trying to capture like everything that's going on. Like, yo, what's happening right now? So yeah, like, look, I would say this to bring a Walking Dead one last time. The game, like, they have a great idea. Whoever came up with this, I'm happy that they did, because it's something that the audience in general all want. Like, Walking Dead fan have one, like, a what if book, based on the show story and stuff like that. Like, what if they did that, or what if they made the show more like the actual book and they made the story like that, like live action. There's a lot they could have did, and now we got this video game that's gonna do it, which is great. And you know what's crazy? Before this game was announced, literally the game I was playing was the last entry in the Telltale Walking Dead games. That's literally what I've been playing. Like, if you went on my Xbox profile, you would see the achievements right now. So when the game popped up, I was super hyped. I was like, oh, this is great. And then the trailer's really cool. Yeah, the voice acting isn't actually John Bertha, the Punisher voice, but the dude is doing a good enough impression. I'm not going to say it's good, but I say it's good enough because I clearly know what that voice is trying to be like. And if you're a fan of licensed games, you've experienced this before, whether it was James Bond games and things like that, where they get an actor. Like, I'm fine with that. Like, I ain't too picky about it. Look, they at the exit right here, but they don't know what they doing. Right? They trying to figure it out. And I'm like, this is a different exit from where I was at, clearly, right? And this guy is still basically in the thick of things. And look how, like, they're trying to unlock the door, and I think they doing it. The same thing happens that happened to me. Bzz, get electrocuted. Get electrocuted, but crazy. Look, getting chased. Oh, survive, run. Wait, does he survive? I don't even remember. Man. Oh yeah, I'm checking them out, seeing what they doing. Oh yeah, look, she working on the truck right here. Yeah, mine was completely different. Oh, he has to suffer the same fate I had. Damn, that's crazy. Because with less people on the actual playing field to make noise and stuff like that, they gonna be on you. When you by yourself, it ain't good. And look, them two, they got out of there. Crazy. They actually got out of there. So the last thing I want to talk about before I wrap this up, right? Because this is just an excerpt from episode 307. If you want to listen to this full podcast, hit a Patreon. And by the way, the podcast now is available on Spotify for Patreon members. So if you are a member, make sure you go there, give it a review and all of that. Because, I'm on Spotify now. So the last thing I want to talk about real quick is, it's some bullshit, but it's related to Starfield. And, I talked about Starfield on this episode already earlier, right? About the supposed lack of, damn, look how close he was to the exit where I went through. Well, anyway, the supposed lack of, hype for the game. Where's the hype and stuff like that? And I'm like, who needs to hype this game? Like, Microsoft don't need to spend no money on this game because, haters is doing it enough. Like, right now on social media, the big thing is people hating on Starfield's title screen. And now, if you haven't seen this title screen, which, by now you probably have, but it leaked, because people don't know how to follow NDAs. This title screen, is literally no different than Alien Isolation, Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild. Basic shit. An image, Starfield, moon in the background, a lens flare of like a star or a sun, whatever, bouncing off that moon. Beautiful image. And just, new game, load save file, crew, options, basic choices like that. And people try to, and this was like a former developer who supposedly was like so horrible that the last company he worked at, he got basically voted out of it, and he was like the CEO, which is crazy. Like, when your own people vote you out, there's something wrong. But anyway, oh look, he's at the exit. Go, electrocuted. Damn. Damn, you gotta go. This is scary. What you doing there? Run. Probably don't know what to do either. The game had just came out when I was playing this. But anyway, yeah, like, oh yeah, look, this is straight horror movie stuff. This I remember. Look, I think Homeboy gonna run out right now. Watch. If I'm not mistaken, he runs out here somewhere. Yeah, look at him right there. That's a real player who stopped there and is looking like, yo, where he at? He out here? Just like a horror movie, you know what I'm saying? And this dude's looking like, shit. And look, and he runs back in like, oh, he's probably inside. Like, this game is crazy. And then, I think he's going to go and try to, I don't know if this dude escapes. I really genuinely don't remember. But yeah, the Starfield is just nonsense, but it's more proof of like, this how hot this game is. People try to nitpick everything about it, trying to find something that, hey, and you know who it is. It's the same audience who's doing this. The audience who claim that they had super rigs and could play anything, now complaining that they can't play this game because it's not coming to their platform of choice. Xbox is evil. They bought this. It's not coming to my platform of choice. God damn it! Like, come on, man. Just get an Xbox, man. They cheap as hell. You can do it. Get a Series S. Anyway, yeah, man. The narrative is lame, and look, survived. We pretty much all survived. That's some good stuff right there. That's some good stuff. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about basically, man. The Starfield is so hot right now that the haters is promoting this shit harder than the actual goddamn fans who are excited about it, who are also promoting all over social media. It's trending all the time, and people claiming, where's the hype? Where's the buzz? Like, bro, y'all, you're not even talking about games coming to your console. Where the hype for Spider-Man and other stuff? All I see, I don't even see, and I get why Mario Wonder there ain't no hype. Like, Nintendo fans like myself, we just waiting for the next thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know it's coming. It's gonna be crazy. But a lot of people is just like, it's just bitter, mad, hating on Starfield because it's like this next big thing, and it's not available on the console that they wanted to be available on. God forbid. But yeah. Anyway, that's gonna do it, man, for this excerpt from the Recipe Video Game Podcast, episode 307. And yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.